Hey Premioli, this is Jeff with Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for making time to talk with Eric, and as promised, here's your website analysis. So I'll be going over a few things that can actually help you rank higher, bring you more traffic, and of course, get you more customers. So we have your website pulled up. To tell you honestly, you have a pretty great website. You have your logo here, pretty great photos and nice layouts. You have your client testimonials here. You have your company address, phone number, email, and so on. And there's actually just some few other things that we're gonna, talk about to get you on top of the search list. One thing I can tell you right off the bat is that Google actually loves content. Google would like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on a homepage, and it seems like you have less than that. But no worries. The more content you'll have, the more you'll look like an expert in Google's eyes. So of course, if you would like to beat out the competition, you'd like to have 1,500 or more words, right? So let's go ahead and see how many words you have on your homepage. Let me just copy this one right here. So you have 762 words. Not bad, but we're still behind with the target of 1,500. So this would be one of the main focus that we'll have, wherein we'll get you more contents so that we could, bring you back on top of the search list on Google. All right. And also, one thing I would also want to talk about are keywords. Google is actually looking for keywords. It's looking for what your site should be found for, which means if you have, the exact words listed multiple times on your site, you're going to be really relevant for the search. And Google is going to, get you higher in the results, if that makes sense. I also search for the roofers in your area, and we're going to talk more about this searches that we have here. So the first one we have are the paid ones. So these are the ones wherein people are paying ads for. So we're not gonna, talk much about this paid ones. Moving on to the map pack. So what is map pack? This is actually something wherein you'd like to be on, since these are the ones that, generates a lot of traffic. They're easier to find. And one way for you to actually be here is you need to fill out as much information as you can. Like the company name, phone number, email, company address, hours of operation, photos, so on and so forth. And in addition to that, if you put the same information in as many directories as you can, like Yelp, Yellow Pages, ng.com, and so on and so forth, that will actually help you a lot to appear in the map pack. And if we scroll down for a little bit, these are now the organic searches. These are the website that actually ranks higher without, business owners paying for any ads, just because they're doing some certain things. And that's definitely where we're going to talk about and analyze. So let me go ahead and pull up one of the top ranking website, and we will be comparing your website to see what they're actually doing differently. So I have one pulled up. This is for Ryzen Roofing. So this is one of your toughest competitors so far. So let's see what they're doing differently. So they have a pretty good website as well. They also have their company's information. However, they don't have any client testimonials. So it seems like your website is actually, better than they have. So let me also use one of the tools that we have wherein we can, see the back end of your website. This is actually Ahrefs, one of the paid tools. So we'll be discussing more about the numbers. So let's start off with DR. So this is actually the level of trust that Google have in your website. And then UR is the strength of your website. And on the other hand, backlinks, these are other website that refers back to your website. So there's somehow like shout outs to your website through, Yellow Pages, Yelp, and so on and so forth. let me go ahead and pull up the website of your competitor. So let's go ahead and compare the numbers. And if you can see, they have, much higher numbers in some certain fields. And that's actually why they're on top of the search list. And that right there, if you add those keywords and backlinks, that will help you a lot in terms of the organic listings. So let's go ahead and compare the numbers. So for DR and UR, you're actually much higher in terms of UR, which means your website is stronger, just like what I mentioned earlier. And with backlinks, they actually, I believe, quadrupled the numbers you have. So they have 468 while you have 79. And for the keywords, you have 41 and they have 188. And for traffic, they have 1.4K while you only have 1. So if you'll see, they have the numbers. That's why they're actually showing on top of the organic searches. So let's go ahead and talk more about referring domains as well as with keywords. So let's start with referring domains. So these are actually all the directories there are their companies listed in that brings them a lot of attention, a lot of traffic, and that's why they're, ranking so high in the search field. And next are the organic keywords. So these are actually all the keywords they have listed on their website. So when, customers search for when customers search for this specific fields, or words, their website shows on top of the list. And if you check the numbers, under volume, these are all the hits or clicks they're getting per month. So if you see, they have a lot of traffic going on their website, which is one of the things that we plan to do on your website as well. Going back to keywords, by the way, so there are actually other ways for us to add those keywords into your website. Like, for example, if we save this image right here or photo and rename it instead of service 1 to a hidden keyword, like, for example, roofing, best roofing in your area, something like that, and save it on your website, that can be a hidden keyword that you can have. And you can also do the same thing on the other images that you have here on your website. So in that way, you get more keywords, and not only that, it won't be repetitive on your website, if that makes sense. So just wanna, wrap things up. There are 3 things that we can definitely do to improve your ranking. Number 1 would be the amount of content. Second are the backlinks. And then last but not the least would be the keywords. So those are the 3 main focus that we will have for us to get you on top and, beat the competition out there. So that's actually pretty much it for me. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to call or email Eric. He can definitely tell you the next step and the other things that we can do to help you out. Thank you so much for your time. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.